What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. How's everyone doing? We have a couple of news stories and a handful of questions, and I released a very intricate, very kind of long Pixel 6 Pro tips and tricks, the first 25 to do. Check that video out. It's a really interesting video, especially if you have a Pixel 6 or 6 Pro or you're thinking about getting one. It'll kind of get you in the mind frame of what you need to do to get that thing up and running into some cool ways. With that said, let's jump into the tech news. First story of the day is about the Galaxy Z Flip 3 and Galaxy Z Fold 3. Z Fold 3, one of my favorite phones of the year. And we've been talking about the One UI 4 software beta, to be exact. It's already out on the Galaxy S21 Ultra, but we've been talking about when is it actually going to come out for the Z Flip 3 and Z Fold 3, because those are the new phones that are going to get it next. Well, per this tweet that we got from Tron goes on to say that the One UI 4 beta for the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and Z Flip 3 is coming shortly, approximately under 2 weeks. So if you have a little less than 2 weeks, it sounds like, for the One UI 4 to come to the Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3, you are in order, guys. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait for this to come out. I have it on my S21 Ultra and I can't wait to get it on my Z Fold 3 as well. Nice to get, like, it just feels, usually it makes the phones feel a little bit fresher, adds some features. I'm pretty excited about it, and if we only have to wait a couple weeks, that's going to be super awesome. He pulled those images, or looks like, from the Samsung Members app, so it looks totally legit. Next story is about not this phone, the Galaxy S21 Ultra, even though it kind of is, but it's about the Galaxy S22 Ultra and the cameras that are going to be on the back and front of the phone. And it's not making me too happy. It's kind of making me a little bit disappointed, because potentially they could be exactly the same exact cameras as the S21 Ultra. Check out this tweet first from Ice Universe, who says that the S22 Ultra cameras, and he's saying this is 100% accurate, is that they're going to have a 108 megapixel main camera. They're going to have a 12 megapixel ultra wide, 10 megapixel, and another 10 megapixel camera on there. It should also have 100x zoom for that 108 megapixel main camera. But ultimately, when we dive a little bit deeper into this, Chun on September 19th, which is a few weeks ago, has said that the S22 Ultra rear cam are the same as last year, which he's noting that would also Ice Universe locked in. And the main sensor might be the same HM3 sensor as well. Not sure about it though. So this is terribly, I feel like, disappointing. Does the S21 Ultra have a bad camera? No. But when you upgrade year over year, or you want to upgrade to the next iteration of the phone, you want better overall everything, or better incremental updates. You want something different. Like, you don't want to get the same exact experience, but then just call it a new phone. Now, the S22 Ultra will have the integrated S Pen versus the S21 Ultra. It has to go inside of a case in order to use it. But still, beyond that, you want, especially cameras, you want it to be better. And maybe it will via software, but you got to admit, S21 is going to get the same software updates as the S22 as well. So it's like, it might not get it right off the bat, but it will get it a month or few months later than that. So what do you guys think? Are you going to upgrade? Are you a little bit disappointed about the S22 Ultra potentially using and being the same cameras as the S21 Ultra? Let me know in the comments down below. With that said, let's jump into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that beat. First question of the day comes from Goon Squad. It says, question, how are you feeling now? Willing to leave your SIM in the Z Fold 3, or are you waiting to use a different phone device now since you got the Pixel and Duo 2? So right now, I'll be honest with you, I am itching. I'm like, I want to kind of go to the Pixel 6 Pro. I like that phone. It makes me, I don't know, it makes me happy. Not that the Z Fold 3 doesn't make me happy, but I don't know, I just feel like jumping over there, because more times than not, I'm taking photos on my Z Fold 3 and I kind of walk away disappointed, to be honest with you. More times than not, especially because I take more photos of people, like my son or other people, and the Pixel just generally just knocks it out of the park more times than not. Also, the fact that if Pixel does release a folding phone and the cameras are just as good, if not better, than as they are on the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, I cannot imagine that I'll stay with the Z Fold 3. It's really, that's the only reason I'm staying with the Z Fold 3 is that huge display, which I need and love, and I obviously use that more than I take photos. That's really why I'm probably just gonna be like, I'll stay with the Z Fold 3, but we'll see as time goes on if I change my mind. New York's Finest, should I get the Pixel Pro or wait for the S22 Ultra in hopes that they improve the camera? Does Samsung look at other companies' unpacked events and say we need to improve? I'll be honest with you. From the story we heard today, it sounds like the S22 Ultra cameras are going to be very close or very small incremental upgrade. I would say, especially if you've never tried it, try the Pixel 6 or 6 Pro. The cameras are awesome. It's really difficult to take a bad shot. So try it out. I think you'd walk away very impressed with it. Dave Rogers says, I watch your channel daily and must be one of my favorite supporters. I must be one of your favorite supporters out of South Africa. Thank you so much, Dave. Your content is always high quality. I find your question and answer section very interesting. Here is my question. How are you finding the Galaxy Watch 4? Do you think it is a step up from the Watch 3? So the Watch 3 was so long ago and I hadn't used it even when I had it for a really long time, so it's tough for me to say, oh, it's a much bigger upgrade. Watch 4, I don't have it on today and I keep forgetting to wear it and I'm kind of in and out of wearing it. But to answer your question, I would say upgrade, just because you're going to get longer longevity out of it with the store, because it's using the Google Store. It's a really well-performing watch, so it's super fast. It's the fastest watch on the market right now, maybe behind Apple or around same as Apple, whatever. But on the Android side, it's definitely the fastest, so I'd say upgrade. Hi Bye asked me a question. It's really long, but basically he's asking me, saying that he plays a game on his Note 10 Plus 256GB and on his Tab S6, and the Tab S6 doesn't have any lag issues, but the other phone does. So to answer your question, I would guess that it's some kind of software incompatibility with the phone and that specific game. If it's not that, it's probably something to do with the phone running a slightly different version of Android versus the tablet, and that app has an incompatibility with something on there. If I remember, I think that phone and that tablet are relatively the same specs. So I would have to say it's some kind of software incompatibility. Timothy Hammock, what phone would be better, the 6 Pro or the Z Fold 3 whenever someone is coming from an LG wing? That's a tough one, because if you need the dual screen display and you want something completely different, yeah, you're gonna wanna go with that Galaxy Z Fold 3, because I think it's gonna satisfy your need and want of something completely different. But at the same time, the Pixel 6 Pro is really easy to hold in your hand compared to the Z Fold 3. It's a traditional experience. Great cameras overall, experience with that. The software is nice. There's a lot to like about that phone. Super smooth. You won't be hard pressed with either one of those phones, but I think what I laid out, whatever's more important to you, big screen to consume a lot of social media, movies, and games, go Z Fold 3. Everything else, I'd say go with the Pixel 6 Pro. And there you guys go. Thank you so much for all your questions. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below with the word question. I'll answer it in tomorrow's video, and I'll see you down the road. Peace.